Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Blue Golf Ball here today with another Pokemon TCG Online video, and today I have a deck request from you guys. And there's quite a few of you guys that want to see this deck, but Platinum Pokevid's definitely pushed for it. It's going to be a Camerupt EX deck with Team Magma's Camerupt, and this Camerupt EX has been showcased on my channel before, so I'm not going to go through it too thoroughly, but the attack Explosive Jet here does 50 damage times the number of energy, the fire energies that you discard from any of your Pokemon on your side of the field. Which is absolutely fabulous. It doesn't have to be from this Camerupt EX, but in a scenario where if you're facing against an Eviltal or a Mewtwo, you would want to discard all of these here, and that way it would minimize the attack that your opponent with the Eviltal or Mewtwo EX can do to your Camerupt EX. So that's something to look out for. Otherwise, we have Reshiram here with Outrage and Blue Flare, mostly just for Suicune and Sigilif. And if we ever run into Pyroar, well, that's too bad. We can always use a Flame Ball. I guess. But anyways, Camerupt here, Team Magma's Camerupt, has the ability Burning Draft once in your turn before you attack. You can attach a fire or a fighting energy from your discard pile to this Pokemon. And so what we're going to do is we're going to load them up with energies, and then with this Camerupt EX in the active spot, we're just going to go with an Explosive Jet, not discard from this, but we will discard from this Camerupt. And so we have 4 of these here. If we can get all 4 in play, and each one can do a Burning Draft, we can just cycle this over and over again, assuming that we can have, at least... what is that? 8 energies in play, right? That'll be pretty good. So anyways, we have Battle Compressor just to get the energy and discard pile. That way we can always get them back with the Burning Draft. We have Dowsing Machine here, being able to discard 2 cards and play any trainer card back into our hand. We have 3 energy switches here. So what we want to do, if we are low on energy and we need to attack, we can do a Burning Draft from the discard pile and then play an energy switch onto our Camerupt EX. So that's kind of the plan there. We have Professor's Letter just to get the energy into our hand and play it right away. We get started on Megaphone, 2 switches because our Pokemon are very heavy. Even the Reshiram, it's 2 retreat costs. We have 3 Ultra Balls to get the Pokemon from our deck into our hand, 2 VS Seekers to get the supporter cards from the discard pile back into our hand as well. And for the support line, we have 2 Blacksmith, 1 Colress, 1 Lysander, 1 Lysander Strum card, 3 N, and 1 Professor Purchase Observation, 4 Juniper, and 1 Skyla. Skyla can be pretty convenient for things like Switch and Stadium, things like that. Anyways, speaking of the Stadium, we have Scorched Earth. This is pretty handy just to, good Stadium counter, and also works very well to get some energy in the discard pile and just get them back into play. Energy Acceleration. We have 3 weakness policies because all we're playing here is fire, and so we run into any water Pokemon that's going to be pretty devastating for us. We have 2 DCEs just to kind of help accelerate the attack, but with these DCEs, we got to be careful. There's a lot of enhanced hammers out there, so we just got to be wary of those things. And then we have 10 fire energies. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see this deck in action on Pokemon TCG Online. Okay, looks like we'll be playing against God of Conquest, and that is a Psychic deck. Alright, that's very interesting. Well, in my personal opinion, I believe there is only one God, and that deserves a uppercase G, so there's my opinion. But anyways, we start off with a decent start, I guess. Let's go with that. We do get a Camerupt here as well. That is about the best we can do. In the next turn, we can always play the Fire Energy. Too bad this is not a Numel. Couldn't really get that going for us. We see a Dusknoir get discarded as well as a Rare Candy. Here is a Pumpkinboo. There's the Professor Sycamore and a Hypnotoxic Laser. We even go to sleep. How inconvenient. And my opponent can still copy an attack if we have some more Night Marchers. And I'm getting sick of playing against Night Marchers. We do wake up. So that's a nice thing there. That's really nice. So let's go ahead. We will discard this. And oh wow, isn't this great? I'm gonna go ahead and knock out this Mew EX in one shot right now. So let's go ahead. We'll do that, and we'll go with the Blue Flare. Oh, taking out the Mew EX, and oh yeah, look at that. We can actually take out the Mew EX this turn as well. Oh, wow. That is fantastic. If we can start taking out these Mews. Oh, no. My opponent ends us. We end up with a decent hand. We got a Camerupt and also a Numel here. If we can get an energy... If we can get an energy and an energy switch, oh, that would be glorious. My opponent here would be able to copy an Eerie Voice. And so that's what my opponent does. And here we go. We get the energy drop. I'm going to go ahead. Let's just cross our fingers. Hopefully we get the energy switch. And no, we don't. But wait, we still have a shot here. And no, we didn't get it. But we do get an outrage, I guess. So we are, and there we go. My opponent concedes the match. And too bad we couldn't get going there. We only use the rush ram anyways. So let's go ahead. We're going to play another match here. And hopefully we can get a better scenario for us. Alright, looks like we're playing against, I have no idea. I can't pronounce that. So apparently we have the advantage as well. And let's take a look. We do get to go first, maybe? No, we don't. I don't think we got to go first. And my opponent gets to go first. That's okay. We start off with a Reshiram. Oh, man, we have a really good hand here if we had some energies. But it looks not so promising. If we can top deck a battle compressor, oh my goodness, we see a Joltik and a Buneri. That's kind of strange, but I'm not going to judge. Anyways, what we have here is a energy surge. Okay, I would usually assume people would play Professor's Letter, but alright, so we see the Patrat, we see a Joltik, we see the Buneri, and that's it. My opponent passes the turn. Wow, this is kind of devastating, but you know what? We're going to end up discarding a ton of resources here. I don't even care what I discard. I'm going to get... the Numel is going to be more of a priority here, so let's get that. And let's go for the Juniper, and we get... I guess we got some of these going for us. Why not play it? Anyway, I guess we'll just go with the Outrage. I'm not sure if my opponent plays any water Pokemon, but I want to get rid of these. If my opponent it doesn't look like my opponent plays water Pokemon, so I'm just going to get rid of these. Even if my opponent plays Southern Megaphone, as long as they're not in our hand and we don't get end, they won't go back into our deck. So that's going to be kind of the idea here. I'm going to go and let's just go for the Juniper. And I was hoping to get some... Camerupt, Team Magma Camerupts, but I got nothing off of that. So let's go for the Outrage. We'll take out this Buneri, and hopefully we can get something. Oh, we got nothing. We do get the Colress here, so we can always do that. We have 2 energies in the discard pile, and anything can happen here, folks. My opponent can always play the Joltik. We can see something like 3 battle compressors in a row. I have no idea. Here is the Patrat. We could see something like a Hypno Blast that could put us to sleep. And, oh, here's the, never mind, my opponent opted to evolve into a Galvantula? I can't pronounce that. Anyways, we get hit for 20 damage, and we do wake up, so that's a good thing for us. Here is the Camerupt. Let's go ahead. We will go with the Burning Draft and get some energy onto the field. I'm going to undo that. So what I'd like to do is... if I can get, let's see, there's 5 cards. Let's just go for the Juniper. Who cares? And never mind. I'm going to go ahead. Let's activate the Stadium. And we get a Battle Compressor here. But it's a little bit too late. Get some more energy into play as well. Let's see here. Let's just Battle Compressor, get rid of that last energy. And let's get rid of some of these cards that I don't want to see right now. We don't really need to see a Reshiram, and we don't really need to see an Ultra Ball. So get rid of those things, and let's just go for the 60 damage Outrage. It's a little disappointing. We didn't get the switch. We're happy. We have 2 energy switches here. The other energy switch is in the prize cards. So that was a little bit disappointing. I was hoping to draw into the switch, and then we'll just go with a blue flare. But it looks like that's not going to happen. And we do get the Lysander here. We can always Lysander something else. We see an Electabuzz. My opponent's down to 1 card. And this is a little, you know, a little disappointing. We can't really do much here. And I'm going to go ahead. We'll do this right here. We can get these guys into play with some of this going here. I'm going to go ahead and... let's just discard some things that we don't really want to see at this point. We don't need to see that. We don't need to see the ends anymore. I'm just going to rely on the Lysander's trump card. So we have an end here, which we can always use. Let's go ahead with the Burning Draft, get that energy into play. And I might as well discard this as well. We get a switch, so that's always good. Let's go for the Explosive Jet. We only needed to discard 1. And there we go. My opponent concedes the match. We didn't even get to use our Camerupt EX. And I guess we'll have to play another match here. I'll play 3 for you guys. We'll see how this goes. Here we go on Pokemon TCG Online. And we're playing against GF Mifo, I don't know. Okay, we will end up going second. That's a little bit devastating. Wow, we see a secret rare Blastoise, and wow, we got these really cool Pokemon League. Ooh, we had a full art end there as well. Full arts all over the place. Full arts galore. And here we go. We do get to draw a couple of times. We get a Battle Compressor. We also get the Dowsing Machine. So that's always good stuff right there. We get an Ultra Ball, which I don't mind using at all. We're playing against a Mewtwo. So we got to be a little careful here as to how we want to start off. I think I want to evolve first, so we're going to hang on to the Juniper. We're not going to play that just yet. And maybe, I mean, we could go a number of ways. We can go pretty aggressive, or we can go a little less aggressive. I'm not sure. But here we go. So here's going to be the plan. I mean, we can use Dowsing Machine. We can use Battle Compressor, get the Blacksmith out, and something like that. We can try to go really aggressive. Wow, my opponent gets a lot of stuff going over here. We see things like Juniper, Blastoise, all this stuff happening. Archie's Ace in a Hole. Wow, turn 1 Archie's Ace in a Hole Blastoise. That is sick. And this Mewtwo is gonna get totally powered up. This Mewtwo is just gonna get jacked up. My goodness. Oh, wow. This Mewtwo is going for it here, guys. Okay, so, wow. I'm not going to do anything. I am just going to hang on to my hand. And, yeah, I think that's it. So let's go ahead. We'll just go for this. We'll discard a couple of these. And I'm also going to discard the Blacksmith. And, okay, so what I can do... Alrighty then. Here's what I'm gonna do. Why not? Why not? Let's just play the Blacksmith. I'm gonna get some damage on the board. My opponent can still attack us, but at the very least, I want to attack a little bit. So 30 damage, yes, 30 damage on Take That Mewtwo in your face. So the next turn, if we do Explosive Jet, we only need to discard 3 instead of 4 to take out the Mewtwo. So that actually works out in our favor. But yeah, anyways, the next turn we'll just evolve. We'll play the Juniper. And oh my goodness, my opponent gets a Squirtle here as well. We see a Battle Compressor. This stinking Archie's Ace came out of nowhere. That's amazing. Alright, and wow, my opponent plays 2 Professor's Letter. We even see a Superior Energy Retrieval. Lots of stuff here. This Jirachi got played in turn 1. My opponent goes for a Colress for 5. And there it is. There is a Keldeo EX. We can see a Float Zone there. My opponent drops some more energies here. It's going to be a knockout on the Camerupt. Wow, that is just... Woo! Oh, boy. That is intense. Let's go with this. Let's go with that. Let's go with this. And nothing. Alrighty then. Well, we can go with this here. Let's go with the Weakness Policy. And... alright, so we'll go with the Burning Draft. That's pretty good. Get some of this into play. Alright, and we'll go with the Outrage here. This Weakness Policy, hopefully my opponent doesn't play a Startling Megaphone. Otherwise, my opponent can still go for a Lysander and bring out the Camerupt. That would be pretty devastating. Alright, so here we go. We get End. Oh, hey, we get End into a Camerupt. Oh, that is excellent. That is fantastic. All we need is a DCE. We can take out this Keldeo in one shot and go on our merry way. Oh boy, I'm looking forward to this. Most definitely looking forward to this. So the Keldeo passes the turn, opts not to do anything, and I'm actually going to undo that. Oh man, this is a little bit tricky here, just a little bit tricky. But alright, so here's the trick. Let's just get another Numel going. Alright, one of our Camerupts is prized. My opponent can still go for a Lysander, and that could be very devastating for us. But we'll take our chances here. If my opponent goes for a Lysander, so be it. Otherwise, we still have the Reshiram here. And next turn we have the Juniper we can always use. We see an Ultra Ball discarding a DCE and teammates. Here is a Huntail. Wow, Powerful Storm is going to be very intense. My opponent goes for the Archie's Ace in a Hole or a Juniper. No need to play Archie's. And here is a Dive Ball going for a War Turtle. Wow, my opponent is about to get another Blastoise going as well. My goodness. Alright, we need to pull something off here. Off this Juniper, we need to get a switch, energy switch, an energy drop, something. We got to be able to knock out this Keldeo in one shot. And oh man, this Mewtwo can be pretty scary. My opponent goes for 130 damage, taking out the Reshiram. Let's counter the Stadium there. And wow. That is just... Oh, wow. A handful of supporters. How inconvenient is that? And my opponent gets his secret rare Blastoise out as well. Oh my goodness. Well, we have, let's see, we got a Skyla that we can use. My opponent's going to go for the Lysander, and that's it. That's going to be the game, and we are just done. So, well, hey, we won a handful of games, but I don't know. Let's go for the N. We do get this going for us. Otherwise, we don't really have much going for us. Never. We are never gonna go down without a fight. We're still gonna take out this. Yeah, that's right. Take this, Keldeo, in your face. In your face, man. Look at that. Yeah, that's right. 4 energies. Oh, in your face. And yeah, ha. How pathetic. Anyways, well, we were able to win a handful of matches. We just ran into one where we just got demolished. But anyways, I'm done for the day. Enough Pokemon TCG. I gotta get to other things in my life. So if you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up. We did lose the last match, but hey, I am human, and we are playing a deck that's just for fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new to this channel, feel free to subscribe. And if you guys have any other deck ideas, shoot them my way, and I'll see if I can build them. But I am behind. I have a ton of requests from you guys, and eventually I'll get through them. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. See you guys later. Have a good day. Goodbye.